Hello, I'm Flawless Wallers, and welcome to another Death Battle reaction video. This time, Ash versus Yugi. There was a bit of a delay by about an hour, but we are now watching the premiere, and oh boy, it's not looking too hopeful for Ash, but the G1 blog essentially came back in favor of Yugi, barely unanimously. But it was still pretty close when it came to stats for the most part, and there's a couple things I didn't necessarily agree with, so we'll see what Death Battle ends up going with for their takes. It was close enough that even just one or two changes from what they said could mean a win, so I'm holding out for it.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
It's a 3D fight, okay. Interesting.
Ketchum versus Yugi Mutou.
What if the sprite team been doing?
Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job
Oh
to analyze
boy,
their
this will be an
weapons,
interesting
armor,
one.
and skills to find out who would win a death battle. This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to
How
our
long is it?
sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah,
I can't see how long it is.
Night Swarm. It just launched and it's all about action.
Collect companions and claim your throne as Vampire Lord in this survivor-like and roguelike RPG. Double the like.
Each run is another step on your journey to wipe out hordes, find new followers.
Hey, that motherfucker
unlock
looked like
new quests,
Exodia.
and look cool while doing it. Look at that gear.
Night Swarm is on Steam now, and 15% off for a limited time. Hello there.
How long is this episode gonna be?
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon.
10 for 25 years.
Really know what that
Champion of the Lola World Series. Oh, Monarch. Fair enough, yeah. I forgot that they called him that.
Better than
One
Gary and
Dex
his
for
dumb
Transform,
groupies.
Well, Ash knew
Rainbow
he'd
Wing,
find his answers
Lucario
at
Knight.
the Pokemon League tournament.
Whichever Pokegirl companion.
With the electric
Fair.
mouse, Pikachu. And what? He's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. And
Yeah.
spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original
Yep,
game.
Ash is
prioritizing.
equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing
Pokemon
Pokédex.
Masters
That's
EX does
also a
actually
Pokemon,
have him
but
in it though, so
fight, Ash
there's ways
usually
to get
chooses
things
Pikachu.
between
Give
the
yellow
two
rat
anyway.
enough voltage and you'll regret
That was
it.
Ketchum.
Even ground
Yes.
types that would be immune
Static.
to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same
Yeah.
electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for OHKOing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so
Hopefully they get an
clearly
episode
the
one day.
anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast.
Yeah.
Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
That's
And
only
his
like
iron
2K.
tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond
Good
is
quote.
magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and
That, of
crispy
course, they
bites,
use the
they
drying
are real
pan.
friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's
Goomer
League
head.
ID won't let him carry
Good
more
one.
than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass types like Bulbasaur and Torterra induce status effects and heal with Synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. My man will win.
Cheap
for
asshole Tobias
Kids
was.
just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top.
Not going too much into
Charizard
a lot of
wasn't
them.
on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon
Okay,
at
here
a
we go.
deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like
There we go,
Gary,
Sol
Ash
Galeo's
calls
there.
for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's
It is.
Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and Pikachu cleared a storm as wide as
Proving
an
them
island.
canon,
Gotta
yeah.
catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Dragon.
Ah.
I can rock Palpitoad, Torkoal,
Nice.
Snivy.
With new regions,
They're
soar new flying
Pokemon
types like
ramp.
Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh,
Yep.
and this huge log that
Chucked a
basically
log,
whole
jumped
tree, he
fucking
chucked
super
it like
high.
It was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare
Good
minimum
reference
to
to the first
HMO
movie.
cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic.
His stepfather?
That Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash
Yeah.
caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new
Yeah.
ways to bond with his pals with Aura.
Aura, true.
It's a life
Oh, are
force
they
that
gonna bring up the
interacts
King of the
with
Sea
and links
stuff?
Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros.
Yep.
And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their
There we go,
senses
battle
and
bond,
movements,
yep.
transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander.
Ash's
who
Pokemon
tried to
resisted
kill
Lysander's
all
mind control
life.
thanks to their bonds.
They fought the Giants. The Reggie kind, not the New York ones. Who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal
Yep.
forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast
yeah.
beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, poor kids.
Boomstick 4 Kids weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Hide you, Gengar! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu
Well, it's
also
it's
scored a buff
World
with
of the
their
Dead.
Z move. All they need is a Power Ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This
Hell yeah.
Rainbow Lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the Sun God, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his
Hell
bag
yeah.
for just being a nice dude.
Halt
Well,
Dialga's
later,
roll of
Gary.
time. Roar of
In fact, when Ash
time.
and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time.
Yeah.
And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary
Oh, they
Pokemon
showed
he hasn't
a clip
befriended?
from
But
that
it all
one
started
speed
with
feat,
Pikachu,
kind of.
So it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1
Tournament of
trainer.
Champions.
Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free.
Yep.
More kids, let my boy win. Yes.
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
It had to finish on that note. Alright.
You want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi? Then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quint stuff for ages, so we know it's legit.
Sam looking
Makes it
dapper
easy to look
with
sharp
a
and feel
dog.
good, find gifts that last. From Mongolian cashmere sweaters to Italian wool coats, Quince pieces are crafted from premium materials and built to hold
looks
up
snazzy.
the luxury markup.
Nice! This is totally a Kaiba fit right here. Just gotta pop up that collar.
Quince makes the essentials every guy needs.
I don't know, it doesn't look enough like a
Denim,
PS5.
Jackets, wool top coats, and leather styles built to last, just to name a few.
Each piece is made from premium materials. Oh, and by cutting out the middleman,
Yeah, it has already been like 10
Quince delivers
minutes.
the same quality as luxury brands
Probably another
at a
10 for
fraction of
him,
the
and
price.
then
So get your wardrobe sorted and your
we're
gift list
probably
handled
looking
with
at over a
Quince.
half an hour episode, actually.
Quince.com/deathbattle for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/deathbattle.
Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/deathbattle.
They didn't touch very much on
Many a theorist
The,
have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt.
Ultra
What was the
Space
secret to
Speed
such a
feats.
glorious civilization?
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz. They were banished to the Shadow Realm.
Nope.
Sadly, the way
Yeah.
of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Mutou reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But
Very
little did he
short
know
compared
that
to his
completing the
buddies.
puzzle would link
Oh no, he's
his
friends with
spirit
Bobobo. That's
Yami.
That's unfortunate.
Always willing to
Uh,
lend Yugi a hand and always
claps.
on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down
Kaiba's
the
one
only
of
way he knows how. Playing a
best
children's
shithead
card game.
characters ever.
For his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other
As there's
Millennium
use
items
penalty
are
games at
juiced up
will
by
to incapacitate victims.
gold.
Yami doesn't resort to the penalty wins at a game or catches
Yugi
cheating.
wasn't aware of this darker
They're
half.
not going to technically be
Yami
playing
had
the same
amnesia,
game, so
he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in
hard to
in
say
the
whether
Ring, users
you'd call
Kakura
anything
and
Ash does
seriously
cheating.
hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey,
Hell
Yugi
yeah.
and Yami were ready
Good
for
face.
anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi... Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, Why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do?
Oh, Exodia is included there. Okay. I didn't know if they were actually saying like, oh, throw it out. And Horekti is there too.
1,000-strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants.
It has used it in his deck.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand.
I hope they have him use Time Wizard on Ash himself and be like, I'll age him like 100 years, and then Ash is still 10.
Now that's thinking with portals.
There's support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell
Holy
cards.
shit, that's a lot of
Monster
spells.
Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards
Time
like
skip.
Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monsters and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted
I
that
think
salty
the
run back
speed
against his
feats
rival.
that they listed was faster.
Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3
So
Egyptian
it's a
god
good
cards
question of
to
whether
take
they're
over.
going to count
These cards
Dialga
were
like
the
intercepting
dragon,
that beam
Ra,
as
the god feat,
faster
and Obelisk,
because
who
concept of
strikes
time
with the
stuff.
power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards
I'm using
aren't
that for
pushovers.
scaling.
Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will duel monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have
Decide,
a royal
yeah, the
flush
right
every
ones.
round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti
Created
created
the multiverse.
Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will
Sometimes
always
your
be
biggest
another
hater is the
story,
person who gasses
another
you up the
duel,
most.
Another game. And you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
Alright.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start.
Okay, by how they've described it,
From our friends at Raycon.
That's right. This message is sponsored
it's
by
sounding
Raycon.
more like
If you're
Yugi.
looking for a holiday gift, Raycon's essential earbuds should be at the top of your list.
They didn't really go into very much detail with, like, Dialga stuff, like, at all. Or Solgaleo's feat.
Exactly what I need when I'm out lawnmower racing. Or bike riding, jogging, whatever normal people do.
We're happy that Raycon is a longtime sponsor of our show.
Just from what
Go
they've
read.
said,
They
it
have
sounds
over
more
3
like
million customers who are getting
Yugi,
premium sound quality
but I'm
for
still
half the
rooting
price.
for
And
Ash.
if you don't like your earbuds,
No.
they have a 30-day guarantee, so there's practically no risk.
And yeah, their ends for numbers are completely different than what the G1 blog had, so we'll
The
see
essential open earbuds are
how
here for the holiday
anything ends
season,
up falling
and they're
there.
selling fast. Raycon audio products are up to 20% off this holiday season. Just click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/deathbattleopen to save on Raycon audio products site-wide. Order by December.
Also,
15th,
fun fact,
and
this is
delivered
actually
by
the, I believe,
Because great
oh,
gifts
it's just,
should
I think it
be
just said
shown away.
15th. Yeah, so this is the 15th anniversary of Death Battle to the day.
Alright, the combatants are set.
Samus
Run
vs.
the
Boba
data
Fett
through
came
all
out on
possibilities.
December
Before we
7th.
start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're
Good.
treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll
Yeah.
allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to
Okay.
death battle.
Nice. Oh, that's really loose with timing. Ah, sick.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack, and I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa! Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack! Everyone else, back him up!
How are the Pokemon gonna die?
Great job! Now, Thunderbolt!
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise!
Reflecting.
Dimension Space!
Ah, dig.
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
All the Tauros. And just all the homies.
Charizard, I choose you!
Oh, that looks sick. Yeah, the Tauros aren't gonna last long. Nice. Looks like Ash is on the front foot for that. Oh, nice. Oh, we're already getting Egyptian God out. Okay. Oh, or all of them? Or just the one? Ah, sick. Nom nom nom. Take them all. Oh, nice. Oh. Interesting.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now.
Interesting.
I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Cat. Oh, we're already getting Rakti.
Araxi, goddess of light! This is it! Magicians, flash burning magic! Araxi, Joser!
Is Soul Galeo gonna be enough for that? Probably not.
Pikachu, let's finish this together.
Oh, that cycle through his costumes.
You activated my trap card, Magic Cylinder! With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your light points directly!
Yeah, fair enough.
That was an awesome duel, Ash.
Yeah. Damn.
KO! Oh, my childhood. Whiz, quick! I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a lot to this, so let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best,
Ash will
and
probably take
traveled
that.
all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy,
Ash
he's
is
a
pretty
wild card.
straightforward.
He's skilled at
For the most
improvisation
part.
and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is
Yeah, technically.
weak, and Yugi
Gengar's
is
trying to claim he
determined to
causes
support
misfortune with
monsters
his
spells,
faults. Gengar's only method of cursing is his
Look at
cursed
duels
body
with
ability,
American Paradox,
and can
where
bend
he
fate and even
bolstered
defeat
his
an opponent with
weaker
supernatural
cards to
good
take
luck.
down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on
Unlikely
offense
Ash won't
far
could
more than
overcome
support,
Ash.
Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards
Disabling
like
and redirection
Reveal Light
cards.
and Magic Cylinder.
Pokemon moves are
But
affected
I
by
know some
disabling.
of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast
Ash could attempt to destroy
illusions, and
Yugi's
mess
cards
with
are dual
fights.
desperate.
If Ash
Yugi has to be
actually
defensive
tried
but
to
reliably
punch him,
do so.
it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ashes can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes.
Ash
and
struggled
even
against
the
Dialga,
mid-tier
Palkia,
scale
Mewtwo,
took
Lugia during
Latios,
journeys.
destroying that relativity field of the
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing
concepts
even
like the
Samurai
Afterlife.
Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roll of
Hard
Time.
to say.
Yugi had more
There's
than just monsters on the
there's a
field.
lot more of a
Ash's
multiverse than
strength was also his
implied
weakness.
there, because
His
in Sun and
power
Moon there
evenly
was like
spread,
a bunch of
relying
split
only
ones.
on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega.
Well, they're still
Evolution.
out of the Afterlife.
And so,
Ash's
the longer the battle
Gengar has
went,
never
the
split.
less
Yeah, that's
Pokemon
Mystery Dungeon,
Ash
so
had.
totally separate
And
thing.
he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can,
Doesn't have
you know,
unlimited of them, though.
command fate to draw whatever card he wants.
For sure.
And we
Oh,
didn't even
Master
cover 'em
ZX,
all.
including
Really,
such one wouldn't
Yugi's deck
surpass
has
the
no
best ways in
pathetic
this.
cards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Mutou.
What's next? Oh, they're in the background or something, aren't they?
Death Battle will be back in 2026, but right now you can check out our brand new channel. It's called Nightly Brew, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and other games that'll probably.
Okay, we don't get to see what's
so, check
the
it
next
out
one.
right now, and make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
Alrighty. Well, fair enough. I knew the possibility was there. And yeah, ultimately, I'm totally fine with a Yugi win. It was mildly close in a lot of regards. They didn't really go into a fair amount of other stuff. It can basically be interpreted to fall more or less where they have it. It's just a matter of what you end up including. Not too bothered, but the animation was very good. Music was good. I'll have to listen to that separately as well. I believe they actually got Jason Page for it. Like the original singer of like the Pokemon theme song. Yeah, overall, structure-wise, it was pretty solid. One thing I will say for the it is kind of like a by necessity aspect, but for the rundowns, it did kind of feel like it was just listing monsters and effects. It didn't have a huge amount of time to go into like more of the character stuff. It was definitely a really good one. I think it'll rank in like the middle high ranks for me for this season. And yeah, we will see you then for whatever ends up coming next. Thank you so much for joining me, and have yourself a good one.